I said, bring these back, you cowards. And then I tagged Pizza Hut. They said, we'll think about it. POV, I'm your sugar mommy, but I can only offer you hot cash. A man was pushed into the Lego City River by me. This chapter of Fortnite is a abomination at Fortnite. I hate you. Who the names a baby Walter? Hi. Today, I'm just gonna be reading you some of my old tweets that are just ridiculous. I don't use Twitter anymore. I don't use it anymore. It's been, I don't know, like a year or two or something. So I'm counting these as old. I used to just say whatever on there that popped into my mind. So let's just get right into this, shall we? We're gonna go from the oldest to the most recent. So we're starting with 2021. I gotta do something about these bangs. That's just gonna have to be good enough. Okay, I just woke up inside my room in my dream, noticed something was out of place there, realized I was dreaming, and then proceeded to wake myself up 4 more times in the same situation, but with something different being out of place each time. I'm too tired for this. I don't remember this particular situation, but I do remember something similar to this happened to me one time at school, which we will get into another time. I was skipping class. I fell asleep, okay? I wonder how much of my life has already been wasted watching unskippable ads. I still wonder that. It's ridiculous. I wonder how much of my life has been wasted having to X out of the stupid discount wheels and ads that you get the millisecond you log on to a website. I said, honestly, the old Sugarman Place episode of BoJack Horseman is really the vibe right now. That's crazy. Anybody's seen that episode of BoJack Horseman? Send help. You should know. I'm one inconvenience away from rededicating my life to Danganronpa again. The inconvenience happened. If you go look at my TikTok reposts, you'll be able to tell it's still going on, the inconveniencing. And also, I watched Death Note for the first time a week ago, I think, or something. I watched it in one day. I'm gonna be completely honest. Listen, if there's any like diehard Death Note fans out there, I'm not trying to sound like a normie or something, but after L was gone, let's say, because I don't want to spoil things, I hate to say it, but it just kind of lost me after that. So I need to watch it again because, I don't know, I feel like I missed stuff. But, yep. The inconveniencing, I have rededicated my life to Danganronpa, and Death Note's a part of it now. This picture just says, when you and your silly little friends link up, and I said Fallout Boy. I think it's Joe, and then Patrick, and then Andy, and then Pete. That's what I would say. That's Fallout Boy right there. Someday I want to, oh my god. Someday I want to have enough public recognition that Trisha Paytas cosplays as me. Manifesting. Oh my god. I said, bring these back, you cowards. And then I tagged Pizza Hut. They said, we'll think about it. These things were so good. I don't know if anybody's had them before, but it was basically kind of like a breadstick, but instead of like cheese and garlic or whatever, there was like a cookie crumble thing on the top, and then Hershey's chocolate dipping sauce. They were so good. Oh my god. I put the little party like emoji, and then I replied to it and said, I love that little I stand by this. This is my favorite emoji. I love this little It's so cute. If you have a birthday, you're getting this sent to you. If you have a graduation, you're getting this sent to you. If you get the oil changed on your car and you tell me about it, you're getting this sent to you. Any excuse I have to use this one, I will be using it. There's this McKinley High updates account. They said Mr. Schuster has died, and I said starting off 2024 strong. Whoever was the first person to normalize 8,000 different offers popping up the millisecond you get on their website, I hope you disintegrate. I agree. I agree. What were we thinking? It makes me want to not shop on your website, and there has actually been several times where I've gone to go look at clothes and what have you online, and the second that 47 things pop up, I don't shop there anymore. I'm done. Get out of my face. maybe, okay, let's just have a little button on the bottom of the screen that says like 15% off. And then if somebody wants a discount, they can click on it. How about that? Oh, here we go. I used to play Fortnite a lot in 2023. And we'll get to why in a little bit. I know there's a tweet about it here. I soon started to hate Fortnite. I hated it. Like with my whole being. And I used to hate tweet Epic Games a lot because of it. Get rid of the stupid ballistic shield now at Fortnite. And then 12 days later, I said get rid of the ballistic shields, not 98% of the snipers. Can y'all not read? At Fortnite. I used to be so good at sniping in that game until they took them away this time. Then they didn't put them back for like ever, and now I can't use them anymore. I tweeted this picture and said, POV, I'm your sugar mommy, but I can only offer you hot cash. Like the Hot Topic coupons, their little hot cash or what have you. Oh my god, do you want to see what I got the other day? This isn't from Hot Topic, but I was at the mall. I got this little head in the clouds, Mickey Mouse plush from a blind box, okay? Hold on. Let me just get the whole fam out. Fam. I've never used that word a day in my life. This was the first one that I got, okay? And then this was the second one that I got. And then this one the other day. Tonight's about to be a short film. Oh my god. Roblox Welcome to Bloxburg will be going free on June 15th. I said history was made. I have got this rinky-dink little house in Bloxburg, and it is just, it's silly looking for sure. It's got like a decked out kitchen, and then all the other rooms are just so lackluster. But I don't play Welcome to Bloxburg enough to like have money to go make my house better. This chapter of Fortnite is a abomination at Fortnite. I hate you. Y'all think I'm getting that Fortnite collab? You guys think they're gonna make me into a skin after this? At Fortnite, this chapter should earn you jail time. I hate y'all. It was serious. I hated Fortnite at this time. I literally had to stop playing it for like months. I couldn't do it anymore. I hated it. Okay. Fallout tweeted something special coming. I said, this is when Fallout did their little collab thing with Fortnite. Okay, I was so excited because I've never played Fallout myself, but I grew up watching my dad play literally all the games. And this was around the time that the series had come out. The Ghoul was the only good character. I'm sorry, he was. But I was so excited. I was like, this will be so fun. This was the season where everything was like, it was all like vehicle combat. I hated it. We were coming off of the Greek gods and goddesses and stuff, like that whole thing. That was so much fun. Okay, the Chain of Hades was great. Grimgate was great. I loved it. It was kind of like a pretty looking like map and everything, which doesn't really matter, but also it does because then they put the cars in there and it became hideous. You couldn't walk 2 feet because somebody was going to run you over and then gun you down in their car. You could not play the game. I hated it. So then I went back and quote tweeted that later and I said, boy, oh boy, was I wrong about this one. I hated it. A man was pushed into the Lego City River by me. He was pushed. Oh, this is when I was watching the Mean Girls movie musical. It said, girl, look out, the bus is coming. And then I tagged Renee Rapp. And then I replied to it after she got hit. And I said, oh no. Ew. I said, my office smells like butterscotch. I'm gonna bust. This is the only time I've ever used that phrasing in my life. Literally ever. Butterscotch is so good though. Now I want some. Oh my god. The Bible Deluxe Edition coming exclusively to Target and Amazon. Available in 2 variants. Burning Bush, green and red swirl, or the Red Sea, translucent red. Each vinyl will include 10 Commandments lyric insert, alternate cover art, and exclusive Polaroids. Pre-order now. When I wrote this and I was thinking about the exclusive Polaroids, I was like, they took Polaroids like in the tomb after he rose. Like Polaroids of it being empty or something. I don't know. I thought this was really funny. Green and red swirl would be so ugly. I love when sweatpants have stripes down the sides of the legs. I do. I still do. I've got a few. It's just such a nice little detail. I just like details on clothes. Yeah, drugs are cool and all, but y'all ever learn something new and get it right on your first try? Like, that's true though. You know what they say about dirty blondes, right? Nothing. Y'all pretend like that hair color doesn't exist and I am sick of it. I am sick of it. If you put me next to somebody that had just brunette hair, people would say that I'm blonde. But then if you put me next to somebody that had blonde hair, people would be like, oh, you're a brunette. No, I'm dirty blonde, okay? That's what it is. Stop. The dirty blonde erasure is crazy. I'm gonna have to make a TikTok about this. I'm gonna repeat this tweet word for word. So if you see me doing that on my TikTok and Instagram, pretend we didn't talk about this right now. Pretend I just had this idea, even though I wrote this a couple years ago. Also, ignore that there's no nails on these, okay? I got my nails done a couple months ago, and I think my nails are just really thin on my pinkies because as time progressed, you know, bumped them into things, whatever, and it split both of my nails down the middle, like completely off. Obviously they've grown out now, but I don't want to put press-ons again until it's fully grown, like past my nail bed. And we're almost there, but not quite. So just pretend it doesn't look silly. Who the names a baby Walter? No offense to any of the Walters out there. It's not your fault. Who looks at a baby and is like, Walter? That is a grown man's name. Okay, suit, lawyer, briefcase. That's Walter. Put me in my casket mid-gritty. And then I replied to it a month later and I said, why the f would I say this? I used to swear a lot. I stopped doing it because of this. I got sick and tired of hearing myself swear. So I stopped doing it for these and then I just stopped doing it in general after that. If you don't get this, I'm going to be upset because nobody has ever understood this when I said it, and I think it's so funny. Jewel pods, but they're just the Jewel brand of AirPods. And then I replied to it almost a month later and said, I have said this to multiple people and nobody ever understands what I mean. Sad face. Jewel pods, but they're the Jewel brand of AirPods. Apple has earbuds called AirPods. They're called AirPods. Jewel, okay, they have Jewel pods for their jewels. What if Jewel made a brand of earbuds, they'd call them Jewel pods, like AirPods and Jewel pods, but they're earbuds. I don't think it's that hard to understand. I don't think you need to be a rocket scientist to get it. Oh my God. Jewel, also, if you're here, you can't steal this idea from me. I say no. And obviously you have to listen because I say so. Guys, don't vape. Heels are coming to Fortnite as wearable kicks. I replied to it and said, this is my last straw. Goodbye. I said, April is the worst month, by the way. April, if you're reading this, I hate you. Then I replied almost a year later and said, actually, no, I changed my mind. March is the worst. March, if you're reading his, go yourself. And then I replied to that and said, this, for sake. This is the last one. They're 69ing in the Minecraft movie. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Honestly, if you were just on the internet when that movie came out, you know what I'm talking about. That movie was good. Waited my whole youth for a Minecraft movie. And I think they did pretty good. Anyways, that's it for my tweets on that account. I was just saying whatever. April is here, all right? Prom season is ramping up, okay, around the US over the next few months. So I have 2 prom videos coming out. You'll have to wait and see what they are, but those are coming in the next couple weeks. And then 420's coming up. So I'll have a video for that. And then my 1-year anniversary of uploading on this YouTube channel is going to be at the end of April. I have a video planned that I've been waiting to do, that I decided I'm going to do on the 1 year just because I want to have fun. So we're going to do that video the end of the month. Okay, the April videos are scheduled. All right, so there's that. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing, telling anybody and everybody that you know that I'm here, so I'm not talking into an empty void. I always appreciate it. I upload new videos every single Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to see any of the other places I exist, my Instagram and TikTok are both linked down below. I am very active on both of those. Have a good rest of your day, night, week, month, year, life, all of it. Bye!